Hello happy campers, I'm back, briefly anyway. So the absolute mess which is here from autumn arriving and me not being here to help is what I'm clearing up on this short visit back, and it's just vacuuming leaves, fixing broken machinery, that sort of thing, which isn't particularly interesting for you guys to watch. However, I'm going to do something a little bit different today. Okay, so today I am off. I've got to get Billy, and then we're off to film our other project, which is called Chateau Rescue. Obviously we're not going to show you the chateaus that we're filming, but I'm going to show you some stuff along the way, which is just part and parcel of our little trip out. And obviously this second lockdown in France, we're actually still allowed to go to work, so it's it's not as bad as it used to be, which is also why we're out and about. Just thought I'd stop on the way and show you something that's a little bit exciting and really cool to see, actually. Can you see it hidden up there? So I've been speaking with the soon-to-be new owners of this place. Hopefully they're going to be moving in a month's time, and maybe I'll get to come and vlog and show you. It's one of the first places we found sort of just randomly when we were driving around in pretty villages, and we actually went to view it for the TV show, and that's 4 years ago now, I think, and now finally someone's bought it and going to save it. So hopefully I'll get to show you a little bit more about this in the near future. In the meantime, it was worth stopping to show you. Still always love arriving at this place. The symmetry and the long straight drive, it's just something I wish I had, but then you're always going to look at something else and wish you had something. Right, let's get Billy. Cool, so Billy's in the car with me. And we're off to film part of our project called Chateau Rescue. Can't show you those bits, but we will let you know when that's going to be done and getting closer. We think we're going to have the trailer quite soon, don't we?
Yep, absolutely. As soon as possible.
And then the episodes, that series coming out. However, we're today going off because COVID regulations allow, and before anyone says, I had to have a COVID test a couple of days ago to get back into France, so we're all right being in the car together without masks. Don't cough. So we are going to film with a set of people who have got the keys to their chateau today.
Yeah.
So today is the first day of owning the chateau. It got me thinking that Billy and I, we've both been in a chateau for about 5 years. Is that right?
It's about 5 years, yeah. Almost. No, you're 5 years, I'm 4, I think.
Okay. And then I was just sort of thinking, these guys are fresh-faced and new to it today. So what have we learned over those 5 years that is massively different to what we thought when we moved in, and maybe what these guys think, and how do we feel 5 years on when we were out to see people excitingly? What have we learned? What would we tell ourselves 5 years ago?
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it, you'll bankrupt you. Your quality of life will just shoot down.
Don't run.
Yes.
Run. Buy a boat. Go on
And
holiday.
don't get married either.
We're not allowed to say any of
Right,
that.
okay.
Cut. And you're not even married.
I know, I'm not yet. Yeah,
So you're just getting me in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the instigator.
You're the instigator.
Yeah, so the important things about, moving to a chateau for the first time, is it a good idea? Yeah, it's a great idea if you really want to do it and you've got the finances to do it.
Yeah, I think the finances. But so these guys are running in fresh-faced, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and what we're going to tell them, that fades. Does that fade?
Not really. I mean, you can sort of, over a period of months, you get your work done, you start getting all the things that it is an exciting project for everyone, and every project's different. But I don't know, it's quite a difficult question to ask.
It slows down, I think. I think your enthusiasm and the rate of work slows down.
It will slow down, yeah, absolutely.
Because one of the things I was thinking about chateaus is what we do on a daily basis is actually what everyone renovating a house out here goes through, just on a slightly larger scale, I suppose. Yeah. So what would we say are the 5 top tips for somebody that's about to do it? That's what I'm going to go with.
Yeah, well, make sure you've got as much help as possible, such as family and friends, which is really important. I think a sense of community when renovating a chateau is very important. Make sure you've got enough money to do it as well, because otherwise there's be a right struggle.
I think that's the money bit. I think is probably the most important, isn't it? And not underestimating how much everything is gonna take.
Yeah.
Which I think everyone does.
Yeah.
But then, I mean, I don't have family help me. I've got lots of friends around and you guys and stuff.
Just as important, isn't it?
It was just important. But I guess it's those people that help you on your down days, and there will be down days.
Yeah, of course there is. There's always down days, yeah. And also a very, very important is business plan.
Business plan, yeah, I didn't have one of those.
Me neither.
No. It's really important, but neither of us had it. Yeah. I like this.
Yeah, that's probably another very good question. How are you going to heat your chateau?
Oh.
There are many ways you can do it. You can do wood or pellet or oil or
there's
electric or...
Do you know what? That actually is quite interesting, in as much as the mistakes made, if you think about it. Like, I've converted an oil boiler to pellet because that's what I could do without changing the boiler. You got a log-fired boiler because you've got a forest, and then have spent money converting it to pellet.
I have, because it's so much easier.
Because it's easier, but the reality is probably both of us should have just got a wood chip boiler.
Yes, absolutely, yeah. It probably would have worked out cheaper for me. I'm not sure about you, because you've still got the traditional boiler, haven't you? But yeah, that's another important one.
So we've got money, help, family. We've got 2 more. We've got to think of 2 more. Uh-oh. We're not very good at this.
Right here. No, we're terrible at this.
We are terrible at this. This is why we haven't been asked to present any TV show.
We're not filming ourselves.
Yeah. Equipment.
Yeah, equipment. Yeah, like how you're going to cut your grass, what you're going to do work-wise with what are you going to pay for. I don't know. Equipment is very important, I think, actually.
Yeah, you've got to think. Well, otherwise you'll end up with a shed full of stuff to deal with it all, and actually none of it does it particularly well. Where you could get something more expensive and okay, equipment, and then what else we got? We've got to find one more. I can't go back and cut this and redo. So 4 things that are really. We've got 4.
Yeah, 4 things. Yeah.
All right, 5th one. Don't stress about anything.
Yeah, that's it. Good mental health.
Enjoy the journey.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that'll do.
Right, we're going to reassess this, having seen somebody in a minute, and see if we still agree with this.
Yeah. See you later.
Unfortunately, when Billy and I get together, we don't take things too seriously, which is quite a lot of fun, but rather difficult if we're trying to explain anything serious to you guys. There is a reason why we're not presenting anything. So, without our best efforts at trying to go through that with you, I wanted to just explain how many chateaus were really out there, how many are passed down through the generations, so in good condition, how many are way beyond saving, which really just goes to show how special the ones which are being rescued are, and even more so how special the people that get to show you, you know, the work they're doing and share that with you guys at home. And it's another reason why we kind of love our little community of not only chateau rescuers, but the ones vlogging about it, and we support each other so much, as you can see by Angelina's little trip to Basmaignee and the little party, because it really is a little bit of rarity and a little bit special. So I'm just going to show you a couple of places. Billy's Chateau's only 15 to 20 minute drive, but there are two just on the way which I'm going to show you. This beautiful place is well looked after, although the outbuildings aren't. And it's owned by a fairly rich colonel in the French army, by all accounts, who hardly ever uses it. It feels a shame that a beautiful place like this is hardly ever used, but it's being well maintained, as you can see, so at least this is another one saved for history. Here's another on the way to Billy's Chateau, and it's one I showed you quickly at the beginning of this episode. This one's very exciting. Angelina and I actually went to view this with the possibility to buy it. That was almost 4 years ago, and it'd been empty for a long time before that. It's a vast amount of work, and one that really needs rescuing. A great example of one that, if it's not saved, will quickly fall into the ground and a piece of history lost. Thankfully for this one, it is being saved, and sometime in the next month, new owners will get the keys, and we'll hopefully be able to have a little peek inside at some of the work they get to do while rescuing this beautiful place. Thanks guys for watching. That's just 2 chateaus in a 15-minute drive, which were worth showing to you. One, because obviously it's never used but looked after, and then another that we've actually been round to see that's been in a state of ruin for years and is about to get rescued. I just thought that was a really nice comparison and really, really close. And of course, my main reason for doing that is just to remind people that getting to see behind the scenes of these places, not necessarily us, but the wider audience, because there's a couple of the chateau vlogs out there, is a really nice thing. So don't forget to support all the other guys as well. And of course, if you haven't, have a little look at episode 35, where you'll meet a few of the other guys doing this as well. So I'm back briefly. As I said, the projects around leaf blowing, these sorts of things, are really not going to interest you. So they're off camera. I took you out for a little wander today, and I've got another one coming up. So what I want to say is a heartfelt thank you. While I've been in London and struggling away for what should have been 4 days in London, 4 days back here, which turned into 2 months in London without coming back here, I got quite a little bit stressed for obvious reasons of being away from my home, my family, and worrying that no one was here looking after them. And you guys did. You guys helped me feel like there are people looking after Angelina, lightening the house with your kind words, your comments, all the things I saw them. So a genuine, a heartfelt thank you. It took a weight off my mind and my shoulders, knowing that there are people out there which were sending good vibes to both of us, but also for Angelina while she was here. So really, thank you from me. So guys, as always, if you like what you've seen or any other videos, I highly recommend subscribing and pressing the bell button. Then you will get notifications as soon as new stuff pops up, as it's all the time and it's not a particular schedule, so I don't want you to miss anything. A massive thank you to our patrons that obviously they really help with supporting the channel and keeping us going with various little bits and pieces we need to keep producing the content for you guys. And of course, everyone who has bought us a coffee, the support really helps. If you want to take a look at being a patron and see what behind the scenes access you get, the exclusives, discounts, that sort of thing, take a look at our Patreon description and follow the link in the description below and on the page. The same is if you've liked this and just want to buy us coffee, please feel free to follow the link if you so wish. Now, I have got one other video to recommend, which is in the same theme as today. I've been talking about Chateau Rescue, which is our upcoming project. There's going to be a link to subscribe to that in a second if you are interested in a proper series about chateaus that are rescued. One of them which features is one that's been worked on for many years by a great couple, and we went to see them a little while back. So if you're interested in having a look around one that's had a lot of work and really has been saved, then have a look at the videos in the links coming up to see Chateau de Gorse of Ed and Anna. Now, guys, stay safe, have a wonderful time, and thank you so much. See you soon.